April 23rd, Saturday. It's already in the evening. I have a lot of work to do. Couple things. So the video that came out today was about precognition. Chapter 43, episode 4, being open to precognition and astral travel, which I totally, it's not called astral travel. I think that was what just stuck in my head. But the precognition piece of it, yesterday, I mean, clearly by the time you get here to this video, all the other dreams, right? I mean, there's this awareness already that to a certain degree, some of my dreams, I remember the feeling like this is far away, like far away, like it's not even near here. And again, only time will tell, right? In terms of if anything really unfolds as such, because the only things that have been unfolding more recently, or at least more consistently, is immediately, right? Like that one, I'm talking about my ex, and the dream that I had with the thought of I'm going to send this message to him, right? And just more recently, and even since that video, which is 5 months ago, the other videos where the following day or within the next few days, I'm getting an answer, or I get the dream and then the answer gets confirmed. The dream gets confirmed. So I guess there's an element of precognition. Again, everything with a grain of salt, because decisions can shift it, right? Why am I bringing this up? Oh, so yesterday, so yesterday, I actually decided to watch a video. So MJ is doing more informational and educational videos. So expanding from her daily tarot read, which I appreciate because it's just more information for me to kind of ponder and explore. So 10 days ago, she came out with one that said, which type of empath am I? And I didn't think much of it to really listen, make the time to listen. But I did last night, and I found it quite interesting because she identifies a type of empath that I'd never heard of, and so she goes over the different types of gifts, I guess, or different types of empaths: emotional empath, telepathic empath, one that's specifically for pets and plants, claircognizant, precognitive empath, earthly empath, dream empath, and Heyoka. And then the psychometric empath, so these are different ones than what Christina Lopes came out with. The Heyoka one was the one that stood out the most for me. I mean, again, with the other ones, I was glad that the precognitive and the claircognizant one made sense for me. But the Heyoka one, I'd never heard of that term before. So I looked it up. And it was quite fascinating. I still want more information about it, because there's not a lot of information online. I mean, there's some videos, but it's done by some people where I'm like, I don't like how they're presenting information. It doesn't sit well. And so I don't want to rely on that if I'm not sure. But yeah, I'd never heard of Heyoka. So apparently there's a Native American root to Heyokas. And the little bit of information that I did find did confirm that. Interestingly enough, it resonated in the sense that it's I mean, I went to Wikipedia first. Because, you know, everybody goes to Wikipedia. Oh snap, where is it? Oh, here it is. And so the brief snippet, right, is it's a kind of sacred clown in the culture of the I'm totally gonna butcher this, Sioux, Lakota and Dakota people of the Great Plains of North America. The Heyoka is a contrarian jester and satirist who speaks, moves, and reacts in an opposite fashion to the people around them. Only those having visions of the thunder beings of the West, the Wakinyan, and who are recognized as such by the community can take on the ceremonial role of the Heyoka. But anyways, the way that MJ describes the Heyoka is this element of that they're a mirror. Well, what it says still on here is they function as a mirror and a teacher, using extreme behaviors to mirror others and forcing them to examine their own doubts, fears, hatreds, and weaknesses. So it's known as the sacred clown, right? Oh gosh, my hair. They're known as the sacred clown. But that laughter is the way that they use to lighten, just to make things light, right? And she mentioned that so that's just the Native American, but then there's extensions of that, right? It's similar to the fool, it's similar to the pueblo clown, like just in terms of I guess extensions of the possibility of this archetype, if you will. But she mentioned that I guess twin flames could potentially be, I don't remember what, I'll include the link if you're interested. But I'm curious about it a little bit more, because one of the things she mentioned was this pull towards Native American, the community, and I can't say it's just Native, yeah, it's just Native American, right? Very, very, and for me, it's just, that culture just has always called out to me. I've mentioned that before. I think in some of the videos that are posting right now, I mentioned how the buffalo was my favorite animal in junior high, and just like, you know, even the movie that just tugs at my heart all the time is the one with Kevin Costner, you know, with Dances with Wolves. So anyways, it's just the first time that I've heard that term, so I just wanted to put it out there. Something that I'm learning about that called out to me. The other thing is I did my spread for the weekend, and there was this feeling like I needed to stay home. I need to stay home this weekend. Tomorrow the video posts where there's a person who's following me, so I was like, I'll just stay home tomorrow. and the tarot spread kind of confirmed that for me, to just hermit. so you know, I have food, I have what I need, I have a lot of work to do. I got my book that I'm reading for a class, which is triggering also for me, but I appreciate it. And just knowing that I need to work on stuff, right? Like, I have 2 weeks, I'm giving myself 2 weeks, the beginning week of May, to at least post a few new videos for the, because I took down the other videos that I had, because I didn't like the intro thing that I created. I was like, oof. I think I want to keep the same intro for that channel as this channel, so that it's just something familiar, right? And still very low-key, like not fancy, you know, it's just me literally in my living room providing short messages. So I want to redo those videos and have at least, I should give myself a goal, at least five posts. Let's do that. A goal. 5 videos within 2 weeks for the other channel. So I want to work on that. I'm trying to get my health insurance stuff. I asked my sister, I'm going to call her as soon as I'm done, to help me with my health insurance. Because I'm thinking of reducing my hours at work to have more time to do the business stuff. Not reduce my hours, but yeah. Which means I'm gonna have to go back to paying like $300 for health insurance, but at least I won't have the pressure of having to like keep a certain quota, right? If I fall short, because a lot of people are canceling, and I don't want to take on, like, I'm only supposed to have 30 some clients, 32 clients, but I have like 40 something, only because a lot of my clients, we've gone from every week to every other week, but because I need to maintain that quota, I've had to add more clients. And so it's like I'm managing a lot more, and it's just time consuming, and I love what I do, but I know I'm needing to like balance my energy and my attention on building me and that other part of me that I'm supposed to work on. So I want to go get at least a physical done with the insurance I do have before that changes. So I've never had like PPO insurance before, so I'm trying to figure that out. My sister's gonna help me. So anyways, going back to hermiting tomorrow, staying in, and because of that one video that's coming out, and just wanting to make sure I bypass that. Work on what I need to work on. Oh, I had a dream. That was the other thing she mentioned, that was it Heyokas or one of those empaths remember their dreams, like really good at remembering dreams, and can't, I don't know if it was the Heyoka or it was the other ones, the precogs can remember your dreams, can interpret dreams. So it's just, a lot of it like made sense for me. I'm like, I can still do that, like I can do that. That's so check. But I don't remember if it was the Heyoka or if it was the other ones. I think it was precogs. The other, oh, the dream. I can't figure out why I dreamt what I dreamt last night. So I dreamt of my ex's friend, and her husband, her and her, like her family. And I don't know why I dreamt of them. I don't have contact with my ex's friend. Like my ex's friends became my friends, right? And vice versa. And we used to do like game night and stuff. So she was, I wanted my ex to marry her. I told my ex that I had picked out a wife for him, that if something should ever happen to me, that I wanted him to marry her. Because I liked her. She's down to earth, and I still like her. I mean, very down to earth. They have a lot of things in common, music, and just, they just have stuff in common that he and I didn't have, and I thought that would be a good fit for him. I wanted him to not be alone if something would ever happen to me. And I was so heartbroken when she got married. Not too long ago, a couple years ago. I remember feeling heartbroken. I was like, no, she can't get married. You know, she was the extra wife for him. And I remember when I told him, he rolled his eyes at me. He's just like, you're crazy. But she got married, and she has a baby. They have a baby now. And but I dreamt of them, and in my dream, I'm just in the car with them. I'm going with them to an event. We get to the event. I'm there, but I'm in a place, this event, where I don't have a good seat. And I don't like that I don't have a good seat. But at the same time, I'm not complaining, because it wasn't my event to begin with. I was invited to this event. And then the seats change, and then I do have a good seat, but then they're gone. And I don't know why I dreamt of them. Have no idea. And it was just them and me and their baby. So I was just thinking about them while I was meditating, just wondering, like, what is that dream about? But all it triggered was this memory that, you know, of game night, you know, with my ex's friends, and it was always so much fun. And we'd laugh all the time, and we'd stay up super late. We wouldn't drink. We would just stay up and laugh and then play games and laugh at each other, and it was fun. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know why. I dreamt of them. And her husband's great too. Social worker, and she's in law enforcement. I remember thinking, if my ex marries her, right, he'd be safe. I just wanted him to not be alone and to be safe. That's all. That's all. Okay. Hi. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.